Hey, what is up everybody? It's me, Nick here. Here we are today on our 5th video of our Black Ops glitching series, which is Grid. So we're going to begin by getting outside the map where all these generators are on the map. I find it the easiest way to get outside through this chain link fence. It's just my personal preference. You can get out in many different areas, but I just like that spot, especially because of the chain link fence, so you can actually still see the person on the other side of the fence. So if you want to get the last person outside the map, they can just stab someone on the outside of the map to get themselves out. But once you're out here, it's a nice little area you can get into. You can get inside the little house there. In this direction, you can run really far ways. I don't know why it's just this one direction over here. It's like maybe like 2 cars wide. You can go really far. But here's a little fun thing you can do solely, which I found. Also, getting outside this map in this section of the map where I breach is also just a nice area, because if you don't really want to go exploring like we do all over the place in the map, it's a nice area in this little spot. If you guys just want to get outside the map, it's kind of a cool little spot to go around with. Like, you see all these little roofs here that I'm showing you now. That little hut though that you can go inside of through the fake door, that building, the roof is not real, so you make sure you go along the walls when you do that thing I just did. But here are some windows to get on. I don't know why I even bothered showing you. I just felt like doing it for the fun of it. Just something cool to do. But don't expect me on when the Hanoi video comes around, which will probably be later on today. Because there's thousands of windows outside that map. I'm not going to get on every single one. There's almost every window in Black Ops seems to be real. I don't know what it is about windows. The whole building can be fake, but the windows, I don't know what it is, but they're always real. It's just something that you can always do. So you can hop on these windows, and then you can kind of hop from window to window if you really want to. You shouldn't hit the death barrier in the sky, because it does seem like it's low enough. If you start making a stack on top of the roof and getting on top, then you might come across a problem like that, so I wouldn't recommend that. Plus, I don't know why you'd want to go any higher. I don't think you're pretty much okay where you are now. But, for those people who are, like, maybe, like, wondering on, like, care packages, like, I found, like, some people have been messaging me. Not just one person, but a few people have actually been messaging me on, like, how the care package glitch still works after the 2 patches that they made. I'll explain that in a second, but up here, by the way, you can drop a care package if you really want to, but instead, what I like to do is get someone to lay down, just run and jump at their back with the fast pass on. And for also those people who don't know, this is not hacks. You can just simply turn on the speed in private match by going to custom classes, put on very fast sprint speed. If you want to go really fast, put on lightweight and turn up the multiplier. But there's so many settings in I'm not even going to get into it right now. I have a whole setup video that's 30 minutes long and explain the whole setup and when we use it and everything. But that's just a cool spot to get to. But now, you don't have to go inside this building. I just use it to line myself up with this little area here. It's real here, and then the ground turns fake. So start hopping on care packages over here. I could have technically just breached out over there where I'm getting to right now on these care packages. But since I was already outside the map, I figured I'd just hop around. Plus, there's not much over there, so you're going to just hop around. But make sure you take this like really wide out. Like, go straight really far. Because you'll see there's a really big barrier in front of you. Like, you'll see the map. Just trying to go around that. Because you see that little block in front of me on like the radar? Yeah, just kind of go around that and you should be fine. You should be able to jump on this concrete piece inside, and then you should be able to walk around it. It looks like I'm like laying down, moving when I get over there, because I totally forgot what the area was like, so I wasn't sure what ground was real and what wasn't real. So I just lay down and I walk sideways, and when I can't move anymore, that means the ground ends. Just a simple way of doing it. But anyways, as the care package glitch goes, they tried patching it twice. The first patch was when the care packages fall, they smash your tack, which rarely happens because it has to hit it directly on. Plus, you don't need your care package covering your tack in order to breach. As long as you can't fit a person in the corner where the care package is, you can still breach. So that doesn't affect it at all. And as for the second patch goes, but first off, it doesn't even land. It hardly ever smashes it. It's very rare. Plus, if the care package lands and slides over your tack, it won't even happen. But the other patch they did is they allowed you not able to spawn inside of a care package. When you, okay, by the way, this is, sorry, kind of cut off there, but this is where we actually just got outside near the generator area where the chain link fence is. I kind of skipped back to this part, and now we're going along the other side of the map, going in this direction. Once you get to a road up here, that's where the ground turns real, so just make a jump for it as soon as you see that road. But I just wanted to make sure, hopefully my videos aren't too confusing when I jump around like that. It's just like I went all the way over to the other side, and then I came back to where we first breached out on, and now I'm going in this direction. This direction's got a lot of cool stuff. The other side, not too much, as you see. But the road here is really real. And we're just going to make a little, well, I'm just going to get an ammo here first. But then I'm going to make a 3-stack, get on top of a building, go on to the series of buildings and whatnot. And I'm going to show you how to get inside the RC car room inside the map, which is really cool, as well as an elevator glitch inside Grid also. But Okay, as for the second patch goes, basically they made it so that care package when it lands near attack, you cannot spawn in your attack. People thought that was outright like you can't spawn it at all. It's not entirely true, but first off, this roof here, by the way, you can only like he just said, he went for that side of the roof. Like, I don't know why he bothered. He should have known that. But only like the side over here that sticks out, you're able to jump on. And then I'm gonna jump on a series of these other roofs out there. I'm gonna make my first jump here like a wrist jump, just because I know that it's like you can't really fail it because the ground there is all real. So don't worry about failing to jump. It's once you get past this first building and a bit beyond that, not entirely, but halfway between this building and the next one after that is where the ground turns fake. So don't worry about over jumping it too much or under jumping it if you really want to bring your attack out there. You don't want to get an ammo, but I wouldn't recommend it if you don't want to. But now we're gonna head over to this building. But once again, before I cut you guys off, what I was saying is that the care package, everyone thought like if you outright like have the care package near your attack, you can't spawn it. It's not true. If the tactical insertion is not covered by the care package, you can still spawn it. It has to be completely covering your tactical insertion. There are some instances like it's like when you spawn, it's like how the hell did I not spawn in that? Because my tactical was way away from the care package. And there's other times where you feel like it's covering your attack completely and it'll randomly work. But for the most part, it will only work if the tactical insertion is only half covered by the care package or not covered by the care package at all. Because the care package doesn't need to be over your attack completely, right? In order to breach. It can just be as long as you can't fit a person in that corner unless you spawn in it, then you have to. Or if you guys only want to do the old tactical insertion way, I do a mix of them both. I do the tactical insertion way and then I just do the 1000% health on and then do it that way. Because in private match, what you can do is you can make one of your classes go to 1000% health, and then you can have reduced damage. That way, when a care package falls, you can actually take a hit from a care package, and it will not kill you. There are some instances when you go to take a care package, when they keep wiggling, they'll keep hitting you, like you're getting shot by a machine gun. Then you might die from it, but it hardly happens. Maybe like, I don't know, I can't really give you a right amount, but so yeah, it doesn't mean that you can't spawn a care package. You still can. You just got to make sure your tactical insertion is not covered by it. If you really feel like you can't, just take the care package and redo it. Like, we've gotten to the point where we know what care packages to take, which ones work, and all that, because we've been doing this glitch ever since we found it, right? So, now this roof right now is okay to jump on, but the next one that we get to, I'm pretty sure, is way out there and it goes uphill. So when we get on that roof, do not jump. You will hit a death barrier in the sky, and I'll explain that in a second why you do. But as for the care package goes, one more time, is that if you have 1000% health on, reduced damage, you can just stand in the corner, get hit by a care package breaches you, you knife your friend, and you get out. By the way, Ballistic Knife's help, but if anyone wants to message me, like I already had some guy message me, asking me about it, feel free to message me. I'll explain it the best way I possibly can. I'm usually good at explaining things. I'm also good at doing tutorials, but care package tutorial takes so much effort because I usually try and make them so well detailed. So if I can get around that, if I absolutely need to, I will make one, but if I really don't, I'm not going to bother. But, okay, now here's the thing that people keep asking me, why can't you get on a sky barrier on Black Ops? The reason is because when at the end of the sky barrier, they put a death barrier in the sky. Watch, if I jump, I hit the death barrier in the sky. Usually that only happens when you fall under a map, but they actually have it in the sky now on Black Ops. That's why you never saw the sky barrier in Black Ops. But you can jump over this road here. Make sure you sprint, because as you just saw, if I jump, I die, right? So if you can sprint along this entire road, or if that building that we first got on with the 3-stack, you can actually jump from that building onto this road and go running off the edge. And once again, like people thought was so new and all that, it's not really new. You can just run off the end of this road, fall under the map, fall forever, and then you can do that little swimming glitch that I showed you on Crisis, where your friend appears to be on the map when he's actually 1,000 feet below, but he's swimming up top. That'll happen on this map if you jump to the end of the road. But as for this, since we have a huge overhang above our head right now, what I do is I make a stack. I make it like a 3-stack, and then I get the care package just beside the stack, so then when they come down, they'll hit the stack and they roll in. Because the roof on top of me, there's no way I could have gotten the care package to fall on top of me, because it would have just kept hitting that. So what I do is I make a stack further away, and then I drop a care package right beside it, so then when the care package falls, it hits it and it comes rolling into me. And this was the most retarded breach I had. It's got to be in my top 10 ones. I'm all over the place. I literally go everywhere in the room. I'm like moving back and forwards. Doesn't want to move me. I'm like literally at this point, I'm just shaking my analog stick because I feel like I'm trying to get something off me, like on like other games when you're trying to shake something off you. I'm like just moving in every direction I could, and then I just randomly popped in it. Usually doesn't happen like that, but if it does, just do what I did there. Just spaz out on your analog stick and just try to get in there. But this room is a really cool room that we found a long time ago. It's the RC car tunnel room, so you can actually go inside the tunnel if you crouch. So what you do is just hop on in. If you, by the way, if you reach inside here and you go flying down there, if you get an RC car, you can usually jump on the RC car and get back up there and plant your attack. But anyways, you can come on down here, you can crouch, you can lay down all here. It's pretty cool. And once you're inside this tunnel, make a hook jump around. Like you can lay down underneath the ramp because it's fake, then come around the tunnel, and then you just kind of do a hook jump around. It's kind of cool. So as for our last glitch, which is probably one of the coolest glitches, which is the elevator glitch outside grid. Elevator glitches are always hard because what you're doing is you're breaching into a solid mass barrier. It's not like a one-way barrier where you're going from one side to the other. You're getting inside like a solid mass of a barrier, so it's really hard to actually get inside them. But when you do, they're absolutely so cool to get into. The first one that was found was actually found by us when it was on Nuketown, which when we get to Nuketown, we'll be showing you that one, which is probably the coolest elevator because it's the one you can move the most. This one you can't move that much, and this one took me about 40 minutes to do. It wasn't too bad because I've never actually done this till I actually had to make this video. I saw people post it. Like once I found the Nuketown one, I think someone else found this one as soon as I posted the Nuketown one. But it's pretty cool. You can walk left to right, forward, back, but do not go any further back than what I am right now. Maybe a tiny bit more, but I wouldn't go any further than what that wall is to my left, how far it goes. But as for like the death barriers outside the map, like I said, for some reason what Treyarch did is when the sky barrier goes all the way outside the map, what they do is eventually the barrier in the sky ends, and then they just add a death barrier in the sky, so you can't jump on top of the map and run along the top of the map anymore, like you would on other maps, on like COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2 or whatever like that. They don't allow that anymore, so apparently that's unfortunate. We can't really do it. And I tried breaching the sky barrier from inside the map. It doesn't work either. You still have the death barrier on top of it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we got more coming.